when he visited Somnath temple this morning along with Ahmed Patel has signed on the register which says for non-Hindus. The question that everybody is asking is that, what is Rahul Gandhi's religion?
Well, he's a Catholic. He knew from day one. When he said he is Shiva Bhakta, I said, why don't you publicly say you are a Hindu? Because I know his mother, upon his birth, gave a birth certificate, I don't know which hospital, maybe Gangaram, and sent it to Italy. And the Italian internal affairs, that is their equivalent of home ministry, has got it in record, where she has declared his date of birth and also his religion as Catholic.
On what basis would you say that? Because generally the answer to this would be that you're using political vendetta against the Gandhis.
Well, that of course every time, but I've been proved right each time. I said this about Sonia Gandhi's education qualifications bogus. That's what they said. Ultimately, I proved it. I proved it in Rahul Gandhi's case. Now I am about to prove that he is a British citizen. He may lose his Indian citizenship very soon. And the day he said he's a Shiva Bhakt, I said, ask him to say he's a Hindu.
But Rahul Gandhi on a number of occasions has come out and said on record that he's a Brahmin.
Brahmin means nothing. He may later on you'll say I meant I'm a Pandit. But of course he's not a Pandit. He's failed every exam. How can he be a Pandit?
How do you see this, given the fact that this is a huge controversy? Now, many who are saying that a benefit of doubt needs to be given to him because the Somnath temple register was given to Ahmed Patel, and then, many would say that, he probably just signed right after that.
Is he a Dumbo? That somebody puts a register and you sign it? I've never heard of such a thing. I mean, if you're going to give so much leeway, then I don't think you have any respect for political leadership in this country. A political leadership should have his faculties intact. When somebody puts a register before you, don't sign it.
So, but then how would Rahul Gandhi be a Christian? Because his father wasn't a Christian.
That is a question which I will not answer. But his mother was a Christian, of that there's no doubt. She sent the birth certificate to giving him the Italian name, I think it's Raul Vinci, where she's put him as Catholic. She's still a Catholic, no doubt about that. She has also pretended, she went to Tirupati, but then she signed a register there also. So I think their problem is they are in two minds. They want to win elections badly, and they know that it's now a question of, whether the Hindutva sentiment has grown in India. And therefore, it'll be something they are very afraid of.
But, he's been trying to send a very, very strong political message, when he went to Gujarat and visited one temple after the other. The BJP has been making fun of him, saying that he's probably on a temple visit more than been on an election campaign.
Well, he's now exposed. What will he say? That I signed without thinking? That Ahmed Patel asked me to sign, so I signed. Ahmed Patel is the last person whom he listened to, that I know. So why would he sign? And I will also say, having visited Somnath a number of times, I was never asked, are you a Hindu? They immediately received me the normal, as any Hindu is received. But when they see him, they want to be sure. So they ask, are you a Hindu or not? And
how do you think this is going to really now backfire? Many are saying that this is another self-goal scored by
it is a huge self-goal, because it's not so much self-goal as making yourself out to be a fraud. It's more an admission of fraud. That is it, you see. And it's not just signed it. You see, in the register, if you look at it, it says Rahul Gandhi, Delhi, and then the time of coming and time of going, and his telephone number. Everything is given there.
Right. So it clearly means that the Congress and the desperation is out really. I mean, this comes in at a time when the Prime Minister has again been speaking about Somnath Temple. This was a point that Yogi Adityanath also raised. That the Nehrus never wanted, Somnath Temple. The Gandhis had opposed.
No, that's all recorded. Jawaharlal Nehru wrote a letter to Rajendra Prasad, please don't go and sit in the original, to the first Abhisheka, because this will send a wrong signal all over the world. What does that mean? Of course, Rajendra Prasad disregarded it. And the same thing happened with the other occasions when he had a quarrel with K. Munshi. And then also with Sardar Patel. Sardar Patel went and asked Gandhi. Gandhi said, don't take government money, do it from private money, and it's okay. And that's how it went.
Well, of course, it looks like that the Somnath and the controversy around Rahul Gandhi will now take center stage as far as the Gujarat elections are concerned. Clearly, the BJP strongly feel that this is yet another self-goal scored.